Good evening, everyone. My name is Naiditsch, and today we are going just to play some blitz chess on Lichess. So let's go. We start with a 3+0 blitz, and the first opponent 2500 e4 c5. So Sicilian. Let me just see if we're live, just to be sure. Because somehow I think we're not, but okay, let me play the game, then maybe I will double check actually if we are live, because I don't see that we're live. Just a second, I will check if we're live. Oh, we seem to be live, so a bit strange. Okay, so this is still theory. Bishop d2 and a5, just to be sure that we're live, because it doesn't show me that we are. Yes, we are. Okay, let's go. e5, so we block. Next a4 eventually somewhere, just a short castle. Yeah, long castle, short castle, all is pretty normal for the moment. So let's see. Just a second, I want to be sure with the live. Because are we? Yes, we are. Okay, knight c4 is coming next, but I don't know if this is that dangerous actually. I might be able to go, but maybe first queen c7 just to be d5 eventually next, or maybe the move b5 is working now, so I have the b4 push next. Yeah, this is nice. b5 is looking really nice. Knight d6. Okay, let's go b4 now. Looks normal. Bishop has not so many squares to go to actually, and I guess I can just play the move knight to d4, or maybe just take. Here I win the exchange. Okay, it should be good enough, because probably rook takes us now. Yes, he has to sacrifice, and black is obviously just an exchange up. e5, so probably I should just attack. I might have played like knight to d5, but I still can do it. So knight to d5, queen to c5, and well, my opponent wants to change queens. Okay, we can change queens. I think it's not a must, but it's okay. And where do we go with a knight? Maybe knight b6, something safe. I have to get out with the bishop, obviously. This is the most important. Let's see if I can make it. I should be able to make it. Yeah, let's go a4 just to provoke the bishop to go back. Bishop a6. And how can we block here? Not so easy actually. A bit strange. Okay, let's play d3 for the current moment. The bishop is still bad, yeah. This is not so good. And we have this pressure on f7. So I might be able to play knight c8 somewhere. Okay, let's play rook to b8. Probably it's not a bad move. I don't know why I played the move rook to b8, but maybe it's gonna be useful. Probably we have to go like knight e8 at some point, because I have to do something with the knight on d6. Still no threat, yeah. Okay, but now we can take, no? Okay, so this is looking already quite nice. Let's get the rook into the game. Let's play something like rook e6. Maybe useful, let's see. And bishop can get over b7 next to quite a nice position. Okay, let's attack. I don't know why I do that, but it's not bad. h5, h4. Quite useful. Let's do a couple of useful moves. Let's go maybe here, rook's g4, so I'll put some pressure. I put some pressure. c5, and let's go here. Rook e2 coming next. I just have to play much faster. Again, I'm playing very, very slowly. Okay, rook e1. Maybe we can bring the second rook now. Then he's gonna play like c6, so I don't want c6 to happen. Okay, maybe here. Actually, why I did this move, not sure. Now I have to play. Yeah, this was not really great. But still, position is actually looking nice for black. Even though obviously I played a lot of, let's call it softly, not the best moves. Because, no, I just blundered check. He also didn't see that. Okay, let's go now. Bishop c4 because I have to change. He's so tricky. He wants to mate me. Okay, I have to be careful not to get mated. Oh, no time at all. So very lucky win on time in the first game, but I did not play so great, to be honest. Okay, such a nice position. Let's go back a little bit. I think I've had completely winning position here. I mean, obviously, this is just completely winning, so I should have played queen c5, and then the pawn is hanging, knight d5 is coming. But after knight to d5, queen c4, not so easy, because knight is hanging. Okay, still, it should be completely winning. But I did so many mistakes that here it's already big fight. Huge knight here, pressure on f7. Then after changing the knight, of course, black is winning now again, but it's not so simple. And yes, it's rook g6. Why I do rook to g6? Just completely false direction. I guess I should play like h5 immediately. Maybe try to get the bishop to c6. So I dominate the e file. I should not let it go. It should be better for black, but not so simple. Maybe rook e8 just, and rook e2 next, something like that. Should be good. Okay, bad play from me, and yes, and I've just been lucky. So let's go back and let's play another game. This time white against 2627. I think it is the strongest opponent. f5 we have faced so far. Okay, let me take it. Wow, what is that? f5, very ambitious play by black. Let's call it like that, because I think objectively speaking it's just bad. So let's castle. Let's take a pawn. Why not to take a pawn in case we can take a pawn? The knight might go to d4. No, it doesn't, because he plays the move bishop g4, but now c4. So we just simply take, and I guess position of white should be very nice here. Let's see. Queen takes d5, alright, so let's go for an endgame. And knight e5 seems to be possible, no? Just bishop on g4 is hanging. My opponent doesn't care about that. This is a bit strange. So I think so many good options now. Maybe just let's play bishop a4. I think really a lot of good options for white. I chose a pretty safe one. And can we take the knight, or maybe I'm missing something, because I think we have this check now coming very soon. No, we just, wow, this is really weird. Exchange up in an endgame. All right, it looks like a good start. So let's be careful. Knight d2, knight f3, so to avoid all possible tricks. If white will not blunder something, the game is over. So I have to be a little careful. Let's go bishop e3, is looking nice. He takes, I will take on c5. Full exchange up, and there is no compensation. Strong rook, but This is usually not enough, so let's change the rook. Let's change the rook, because the rook has not so many squares to go to, and I don't know, maybe let's develop the rook. So can I catch the black rook by playing king f1? I think I can. Yeah, the rook has no squares. Okay, so we take it, rook c1. Now position of white is completely winning. But once again, yeah, anything can happen. It's a blitz game. a4, knight has not so many squares, so we got actually the knight. Our opponent continues fighting in such a position. Well, just a rook down. Yes, that's it. So in this game, somehow we faced the strongest opponent, but it was not a really big fight. So next game, let's see who we are going to play next. By the way, in case you have some questions or something, just write it in the chat. I would be happy to answer. The French defense. All right, so let's go knight to d2. Very safe line of the French defense. Knight g8. Wow, what is this? Okay, this is really strange to go like knight to g8 back instead of knight d7. So now white is having a very nice position here. Quite a big advantage actually for white. I just need to choose a plan. My opponent is waiting for bishop d3 to play bishop a6, but okay, he plays immediately, so usually we can take it and just play something calm like queen e2. Position of white is very good. Let's go a4. Maybe we might be able to go a5 next. And then we can choose to play c4, or okay, he let us play a5. a5 is good. b5. All right, so let's take. And knight b3, winning a tempo. Just going back. What a guy. a6, because b5 is going to be very weak. Knight d4 coming next. Okay, let's go knight to d4. b4. What's the point of that? Not really sure, so let's take it. Okay, let's go b5. I think, yeah, this is looking nice. Just an extra pawn. Plus the knight on b8 is not in the best shape ever. Objectively speaking, the position of white should be close to winning. We have to avoid some tricks, but objectively speaking, we are doing very well. Let's calculate actually if we can win the game on the spot. I just don't see how, so maybe we cannot. So okay, let's play the safe move f4, because I thought maybe we have a win, just I couldn't find how. Queen d3, everything is protected, so this is very nice. I don't know where the best to put the king there, or maybe just king e2 is actually the easiest solution because the rook is getting to c1. Yes, nice position. And now we have to be strong with the move knight c6 at the right moment. So let's see. F6. Okay, so can we play the move b4? Is it not like winning the game on the spot? I think it's looking very good to play the move b4. Bishop has no squares to go. In case of take on d4, we're gonna take with the bishop, so everything is stable. Of course, there are some tricks remaining for black. We have to be careful. I don't know if I should take it or I should play like queen g6. It's also looking very nice. Let's think. No, let's take. Let's take to be safe. Let's go like queen to g6. Not sure it's a good move actually, but rook c6 is coming next. I have to play much faster. Yeah, this was not the best what I have done, but okay. Let's go bishop e5, rook c7 coming next. So we have the rook on c7. this is looking like it should be very good for white. Let's see. I don't really see a defense actually for black. So maybe, okay, check, we can go away. Check, we can go away. So slowly we're just walking away from the checks, and there is this rook g7 coming next. So I don't see a defense again that. I might be missing something, but I don't see a defense. Okay. No. Okay. He's giving away a full queen and resigns. Yeah, this is okay. Let's go for the next. So as well, here we had a good position. So next we play 2-4, 38 opponent. We have Caro-Kann, e5, the most fashionable move currently, c5. Okay, let's take it. Also c5 actually a tricky response. c5, a lot of players started to play the move c5, not a bad move at all. e6, e6 line is as well normal. Bishop e3 is rare, so this is not what usually white is playing, but just for fun, let's try to keep the pawn on c5 alive as long as we can. So we play bishop b5. Idea is simple. We want just to take and keep the pawn alive. So I don't know if I should take it immediately, or maybe I should play like queen d4 is looking bad, so I don't like to do such moves so much. Maybe let's go b4 in case black takes. We go like knight d2, then we go knight f3. So it's gonna be most probably a very fighting position. We go knight f3 next. a6, so we have time for knight f3, and take or not to take. I think both is quite possible. Actually, I don't know. Let's go bishop a4 maybe. a5. Okay, we have a3. Yeah, why not? Let's keep the structure solid. Then we're gonna play short castle, and in case we're lucky, we have this move c4, or we have the move knight to d4 followed by knight b5. So actually a5 is a risky move, except you do something instant on the a file. Let's see what our opponent is planning to do next. The moves of white are simple, so my play is easy. It's always nice to have a position with a very simple and easy plan to execute, because knight f6 short castle, next move might be or c4 or knight to d4. I don't know what is best here. Maybe, I don't know. I really don't know, because both is looking normal. So okay, let's play knight to d4 just to get a good knight on b5. It should be not bad to have the knight on b5. And c4 maybe now. I think c4 is looking decent. So usually idea c4 is pretty standard. I should have played maybe knight d6 somewhere. Okay, now c4 pretty standard, because I have to do something against the pawns on d5. Rook d8 as well, very solid play by my opponent. And where we put the queen, let's go to c2 maybe. Solid square. Let's see what happens next. Maybe just bishop b3 is looking solid. Okay, so we have a chance of I missed, of course, this knight g4, but all right, we still have the move g3 and knight to d5. Knight g4 would have been better, I guess, for black. So let's be careful with the move bishop d2, just not to give up a lot of tricks by my opponent. Every move he attacks something, but now we might get the knight to d6, and then position of white is going to be extremely good. Queen on b8 has basically no squares to go, so yeah, let's put the knight on d6. Let's put the queen on b3. All is looking solid. So b6, yeah, good move by my opponent. Actually, quite an interesting game, because Well played by black. Can we do something with the knight on c6? I don't see what, so let's take, because not so much time left. I have to play much faster. So let's go knight to d6. There is somewhere knight to d4. Yeah, this was not great. I'm not playing a great game. Such a nice position. And actually now maybe just equal. So this was bad. This was not so good. But let's see. Let's see what we can do next. I hope to get like rook b1 next. Yes, and let's change the queens in case we can. After changing queens, maybe little chances, but okay, I'm not sure. Ah, no, he can just take or not. No, for the moment, not. So we are good. Let's hope. There is, of course, a 5 in so many ways. Yeah, I have 0 chance to be better here. So probably I need to be careful with white not to be worse. Maybe we can escape this position to a draw. Let's play safe move to protect the pawn. This should be good. h4 should be good. f5. Let's go knight to d6. So now we can take. And we don't win nothing. So knight b7, we have to be careful. Bishop h4. Very greedy play. Knight has not so many squares to go. Protecting the pawn. Okay. Okay. Very little time for my opponent. Yes, bishop g7, of course, bishop can be taken, but usually I've been not playing online before, so I didn't know that this kind of bishop takes g7 things exist, but now I see with little time it's good to bluff a little bit. Sometimes it does work. Not a very convincing win, but okay, win is a win sometimes. Now black against 2500 player d4. Let's go for the King's Indian. Everything is standard. And let's go with knight a6 line. e5 is usually what black wants to play next. h4. Okay, let's go h5. Just h5 is usually not the best move to make for black, but it's alright. Okay, let's take it. And c5 now, because we're gonna have a nice bishop on g7. Usually the idea for black here is to play e6 or b5, depends what white wants to. Okay, let's go b5 immediately, not to lose time, and a6. So this is quite typical sacrifice. Just maybe I should have played a6 b5, actually would have been better. Not the best play by me. This was not so great, but still all of that is leading to very, very complex positions. b6 might be a threat, but I don't think it is at the moment. So let's go like queen a8 maybe, yeah? Let's go for endgame, because the rook on h3 is completely out of the game. So I'm not 100% sure that this is okay for black, but it might be okay. Let's see. Next moves are very important. g3. I don't understand why to play the move g3. How can we do something? So e6 pro. No, I should have played knight d7, knight b6 first, of course. Yeah, this was not great. This was, yeah, bad move, bad move. I should have gone knight d7, knight b6, of course. Okay, now let's get maybe piece to d4. Yeah, I have to put my knight on d4. Still the rook is very much out, so usually it gives some chances to black. Okay, why not to take a pawn in case we can. f5 we defend, and something like rook to b8 probably. Not so sure, but rook b8 is looking okay, because pawn on b5 is hanging. b6, and let's go I don't know if I should go knight f6 because knight f6 is not looking great. Okay, probably I have to play like d3. I don't think something better because there's bishop on d4, but check. Not easy, not easy. Yeah. Actually, it's not so obvious because I'm gonna take the b2. Okay, let's go. It's a bit risky to play bishop b6, bishop d4 I mean, because he didn't play knight e7 check, so I thought he's gonna give me check. Because now we can just take, and this is most probably gonna be a draw. No, he has rook b3, yeah, there is no draw, so take, and knight takes c4, yeah. This is not a draw, so it's clearly worse for black. It's a big fight for a draw. Maybe some chances. Let's see. Usually bishop is better than the knight when we have fight on both flanks, but problem is that we have this pawn on b2, which is quite unpleasant. So can we get somehow the pawn? Very, very difficult. So how to play here for black? I think I have to play something like bishop d4. No, I missed knight f3. Okay, what a bad game. Oh, he didn't play knight. We're both playing poor game by both, yeah. These are one move blunders. My idea of bishop d4 was to provoke actually the b3 pawn and to have this king d4, but now we have a check here, so maybe like bishop b4 first and then to run with the king on d4. Something like that. Okay, let's give a check because obviously I cannot play for a win here. So draw is an excellent result in such a position. Knight h3. Obviously my opponent is playing for a win, which is pretty normal, so I have to be very careful because so near just to be completely lost. Knight f2, so maybe bishop d6. And let's go bishop a3. I don't know, some random move. Yeah, this is looking bad. This is looking very, very bad. Probably there are no chances to survive here. Only luck can save us. Oh, seems like there is a chance to be lucky. Okay. Yes, so very, very lucky, obviously. Very, very lucky to survive. Completely lost position. This was not a nice game, so I have to improve. This was bad. Next. 2-4-74. And again, I have to play much, much faster. I'm playing way too slow. That's why let's hope I can improve the speed. d4, bishop d6, what that? It's a very strange way of playing for black. Bishop g5, f6. f6 is not looking great. Now so many weaknesses. Okay, let's play solid. Knight c4 coming somewhere. I don't know if I should take. Maybe just take. Gives plus equal position. Little better for weight. Not so much, yeah, but just a bit better. Okay, now let's think. Should we take it? I don't think so. So better to keep the structure alive. Maybe let's take, to try to get very, very small advantage. And okay, let's play rook e1 just to be solid. Queen d2. But look at the speed of my opponent. Incredible how to play that fast. Such a speed. Amazing. A bit strange play by black, but unbelievably fast. Unbelievably fast player. Alright, let me go d5. Takes, okay. I think my opponent is just playing too fast, because maybe already a little bit of weight. The bishop has to go like somewhere, yeah. Now the idea is f5, so I just prevent f5. And yeah, let's fight for the c file. King h7. No idea what's the point of that. So a4, a5, bishop on b6, b5, a5. Obviously, there is no reason for me to change. Now I have to do something with the knight on f3. So if I manage to put the knight, if I manage to bring knight to some nice position, then it will be good. So I don't know, some useful move, king g2. No, probably should I play like g5, g6, or should I just defend? Okay, let's go king g3 because it's pretty safe, and we have to maybe change and just get the second rook on c1. So but there is bishop, actually g6. Yeah, I completely missed that. Knight g6 is bad. He could have played bishop to g6. This would be dangerous, because now if I'm in time to bring the knight to b4, it's just over. So bishop b6, no, first knight d3. Let's get knight to b4. Queen e7, what's the point of that? As little tricks all the time. So I have to be careful how to avoid that. Maybe I can go like queen e2, just, yeah, because then I can just take, I guess. Bishop e8. Let's go knight to b4 is looking good. And f3 next, just to be sure. f3 next, and on the c file, so rook c3, rook queen c2 should be. Okay, he let me play rook c7, so not so pleasant pin. And queen to c2. All right, slowly we are getting there. Still not easy to win the position, because not so much can be done here. Let's see if we can actually do something tricky. Rook c8. Okay, let's take it. And bishop b6. Should be winning. This should be winning. d6 pawn is just falling. And okay, let's go like queen d8, because it's just completely winning now. Check. And I guess the knight cannot run out, so we should be able to catch it. Let's catch the knight. So, and that's it, yeah. All I need to do is to be fast enough. But okay, let's hope that I'm fast enough to win this game. Yeah, d7, and that's it. Next move is queen, and queen b8 is a mate. So quite nice. This game been quite nice. Slowly white managed to outplay, but still not easy. Always so little time on the clock. I have to play much faster than that. So 2485 is the rating of the next opponent, and let's play once again the King's Indian with knight a6 and e5. Very solid line. So we have the line with rook e1. Not bad. Rook e1 is one of the main lines. Let's go for queen e8 just for fun. d5 immediately. So we might be able to go here and to play a5, so there is no b4. Once again, such a fast play by our opponent. All right, where to put the knight? Maybe d7, and then to go like f5 next. Let's see what White wants to play here. Okay, queen d8. We have to be careful, of course, with the c7 pawn, and f5 is possible. I think knight to g5 is usually the threat. Yeah, but we have knight f6, so we have knight on c5 protecting the e6 square. It's a little tricky, to be honest, but we might be in time because e4 is just hanging, so we can take it. Which knight should we take on e4? I think we can just take. This seems to be a blunder. Knight on e4. Okay, so if knight takes e4, we take back. Black just won a pawn. Okay, so pawn up. We have a full pawn up. c6 is possible, or just to go back, just to be calm. f4. Let's push, block the bishop. Bishop f5 is coming next, and here we have this e4 usually, because we take, and then we play bishop f5. Sacrifice by White. Not sure it helps a lot, but it's an idea. Queen e7 just to be solid. Bishop e4 coming next. c5. Okay, but we have the move bishop f5, I think. So we're gonna take next, or to bring the last piece into the game, so rook e8. Okay, let's maybe take first. And then rook e8 or taking, I think it does not really matter, so let's take f3 or rook e8. Okay, rook e8. Probably knight c3. Okay, so I can take it. I can take the knight and I can take the pawn. Rook is hanging. Queen e1 is the next move. Still 1 minute 30 on the clock, so it should be enough. Okay, queen takes b1. And resignation. Good King's Indian game, I think, this time by me, but of course White has missed at this moment where I have played this knight f6. White has to be careful with the e4 pawn, so to take it would be already, I don't know, bishop takes f5 maybe, then the rook is hanging, so I think black is doing fine here. In general, to play f5 is tricky, because knight g5 is very dangerous for black in most of the cases, but currently after knight to g5 I have this move knight f6, and there is no knight to e6 because I have the knight and bishop. So interesting game, interesting game. Let's go for the next one. Once again, in case you have a question, you can always write your question in the chat. Otherwise, please subscribe. It would be very nice of you, because we just started the channel. It's so difficult to get some subscribers first. Sometimes Georgi and me, we just speak to ourselves. Bishop on e3. Can I give a check and take the pawn? I don't think so. So let's go back and let's go e6. So we have this threat of bishop b4 next. Not afraid. Okay. Usually White should be more careful with the move bishop b4. f3, d5. So d5 is very typical. I guess most of you who do play Sicilian, you know how important it is to get the move d5 done. We take it and just go back. So black has a better pawn structure. Position of black is slightly better. Not so much, but slightly. Let's get the bishop to b7. Looks good. And yeah, just bishop b7. Rook should get to d8. I just don't know which rook should I put on d8. I don't know if it makes real difference. So bishop f6 and g6 to be safe. And let's see. Maybe I can go for an endgame somewhere. Queen e5. Of course, it's not a must. Knight e7 also looking very, very solid. So, or knight to e5, but there is a spin on f4. So I think knight e7 looking good. Knight to d5. There is a little problem with the pawn. So knight to f5 probably. I'm not so scared of bishop takes because then we have the bishop pair. Ooh, this was bad. I missed completely the move bishop b4. Luckily, I'm still fine, I think. Yeah, I completely missed this bishop b4 because rook e8 takes on f5. Yeah, this could have ended very badly for me, but luck is what we need sometimes. What is that? If I take, so okay, many moves actually. I can go like knight to d4 as well, but why not take it? Let's take. So bishop pair for weight, but I don't think it's enough compensation. Yes, definitely. It's good to have the pieces on good positions. Then usually the luck is. We are helping the luck. Let's call it like that. This is true. Yeah. In most of the games, when you put the pieces to good positions, even in case you blunder something, there is still some chance to recover. But in case your pieces are wrongly placed, then yes, usually there is no chance of recovery. Can we finish the game by taking on f3? I have no idea what white can do against it. I don't know. So let's take, because we have the bishop on b7, so we can take it. And now I think I have the check, if I'm not mistaken. And then we have the rook, which is coming to d5. So king h2 is must. Otherwise, it's just a mate. If king f1, then it's a mate. So king h2 is forced. We take. Then we give another check. Okay. No check. Checkmate. Even better. Of course, I thought that probably white should play like king g3, then I give a check, king goes back to h2, and then it's rook to d5, so I bring my rook. It should be enough to win the game as well. 4 pawns for black, so yeah, this should be enough. Thank you very much for watching, and of course, always thank you for the nice comments. Let's play the next game. Sometimes when I play, I cannot talk well and play simultaneously. I have to practice that. Because when I start to talk a lot, I start to play so badly. We are playing 2-7-51 opponent. So far, I think the best. We never faced 2-7-51. Solid opening. Next is knight c6 or c3. I think we can go like knight e4 to attack the bishop on g5. Take, okay. And we're gonna take or not take. Okay, now what's next? E4 pawn is hanging. We can defend it by applying f5. Very solid as well. We might sacrifice. So should we sacrifice or should we play solid? Not sure. Okay, let's go bishop f5. Somehow I feel that g4 is very risky for white. Of course, it's possible to push g4, but he does it. Okay, let's see what happens. Can we go queen d5? There's bishop f3, so but okay, far from easy. Or we go like f5, we just go crazy. What should we do here? Or maybe bishop d5 and then e5. So many options. Difficult to choose from. Don't know. Maybe. What should we do here? Let's go maybe queen b6. Some kind of pressure on the b2 pawn. I don't believe that d5 is possible because we have rook d8. But yes, maybe I should not have sacrificed the pawn, but it's a blitz game. So let's see what happens next. Bishop is under attack, so we have to move the bishop, I guess. And now it's a very important moment. So if white has something straight, then I'm doing badly. Otherwise, I might be able to play e5 and I missed completely the move knight d7. This is bad. This is bad. Why I missed it? Not good. Yes, I think it's gonna be very difficult to recover from that. Yeah, I should not have missed it because I'm talk too much. When you play, you should not talk, so it's important to do something well, or talk or play. Okay, e5. Still, let's fight a little bit. Who knows? It's a blitz game, so anything can happen. Should we take it, or yeah, let's take d5. Probably we have to push like e4, but there are no chances. Yes, we're doing very, very bad at the moment. I don't know what to play actually, not to resign immediately. Let's go e4, because I don't think we have something better. Yeah, I should not have missed this knight d7. This was bad. Bishop on e7. Actually, well played by my opponent, at least at the moment. Let's push f5 just for fun, because anyway it's the last position, so when you're doing very bad, there is not much that you can do about it. So let's just push. Maybe we will be able to be lucky. Actually, this is a bit strange move, queen to g2, but all right. So let's go rook f7. Now, can we take it? I don't know. Okay, we have to take it probably, because there is nothing better. Yes, we are losing the game currently, but let's fight. Maybe we'll be lucky. Problem is the time. I as well playing so slowly, so slowly. Yeah, there is no chance. This was a bad game. Yeah, so we had, how can I resign here actually? Yeah, resign. So this was bad. First, it was a normal position, and okay, bishop f5 is probably not the best. Yeah, I should not do that, but still, it's a funny position after the move g4. The idea should be for black to play e5, so this is what I wanted by playing queen to b6. Knight c5 is a nice move, and bishop d5 is just bad, because knight d7, yeah. I should not miss knight d7, because I always had this queen a5 and the bishop is hanging, but now I don't have it anymore, so knight d7 just wins the game. Yeah, this was bad. Maybe I should have played like rook d8, but of course, objectively speaking, it's already a very, very bad position. Yeah, so bishop f5 was, this was not so good. Yeah. Okay, so next game. Maybe the next game I can improve my level of play. Yeah, thank you for the nice comments. e4, e5. We are playing against 2500 player, so let's play the Spanish. Let's see. Actually, it's the first title player that we're playing with. I think we never played a title player. So Berlin defense. Let's play the endgame. And sorry. Ooh, what? A mouse slip. I gave a queen in one move. Okay, so this was a bad mouse slip. Let's play the next. Yeah, what to do? Sometimes mouse is not my friend. It happens. It doesn't matter. So e4. We play against a guy whose name is the titled Nightmare. Well, Sicilian, bishop takes c6, d3, all is normal. So let's see if actually my opponent deserves his name, titled Nightmare. e5 is quite strong, because now the queen is not perfectly, I don't know, should I play knight to d2 first, or should I play c4? So many good moves actually. Let's go c4. Okay, let's go knight to d2 because it looks safe. Let's go here. d3 pawn is protected, and knight e4, no? Look at this knight on b6. All I need to do is to survive here. Actually very beautiful. In case of knight to d7, I would play like knight d6 and win the queen. This would be funny. So bishop g5, rook is under attack, and next we might just castle long side, I guess. As well, short side is nice, but why not to do long castle? So bishop f4 followed by knight d6 somewhere, or just yeah, bishop f4, knight d6 is looking very, very powerful here. Difficult position for black, very, very difficult position. Next we should try, oh, he just takes. This is as well quite surprising move by my opponent, because I think we can take de, so we have the domination on the d file. Okay, let's go with a move. I don't know if I should sacrifice, but why to sacrifice? There is no reason to sacrifice something. I guess white is just doing so well. So in case of short castle, there is a strong attack. Knight is, let's say, softly, not perfectly placed. Maybe black wants to go like a rook d8 and try to defend, but it's not gonna be easy. So let's go g4. Now we can play slowly or we can play fast. So what should we do? Slow play or fast play? I don't know. Maybe let's try to give a mate with rook to g1, because of course we could have gone like h5, positional domination, then slowly advance a little bit by little, but maybe we can hope for more. King h7, this is not sure it's helping black actually, because g5 coming next. Very dangerous attack now on the black king. g5 next, f6. So what is the threat of f6? There is no threat, so all I need to do is to protect my bishop basically. Maybe I can go like king c2 even, because I don't see why I should not be able to do that. So now the threat is to take, and to take on e7. King c2 is very useful for the future as well. Somewhere the move g5 is looking powerful, so hard to see if black is capable of defending here, because it doesn't look like black is capable of the defense. I guess I can just take it. So I take e7, and probably the move g5 is giving big advantage way as well. e5 is very good, so I'm not sure what's better. Both is possible. Okay, let's go g5, because I believe I should be capable of mating in this position. Should I take it? Yeah, why not? So let's take. The knight is still out of the game. Knight to g5. Now the queen is out of the game. And just e5, I guess. White pieces are so beautifully placed. Yeah, this should be very, very bad for black. Okay, just to defend upon c4, because there was a rook d4 coming. Still rook to d4, but now we get to f7. I think it's just over, but we're playing blitz. In blitz everything is possible. Rook e7 probably, yeah. f4, what a domination. This is nice. Rook d1 just for fun, to put some pressure. Rook f8, rook d8 I mean. So black is completely paralyzed. Actually, what is the next move of black? That's nice. Next move of white might be just f5. Very difficult to make a move, so f5, yeah, I think it's just take, and f8, knight is falling. Yeah, black resigns. This time, more luck for me. Let's go, next game. Let's see what happens next. We are playing international master Igor Kovalov or whatever, who does not like to play us. Okay, no problem. Next opponent. This time 2450, e4, e5, and again we play the Spanish. Of course we can switch, I mean I can switch to 4 knights, but let's play a little bit of Spanish. Bishop h5, yes, this line is very, very tricky actually. White has to be precise here. I think it was to take, and I think it was king to g2, but I'm not so sure. Maybe d3 because of bishop f4. How was the line? I don't remember. I think it was better for white, but I just do not remember. Okay, let's protect the pawn, and let's go here. Maybe we are in time actually to play like queen e2 followed by knight. But queen if this was bad. Why do I play that? I should have gone probably like knight f1, knight g3. This is maybe not the best what I have done, but okay, still looking pretty decent. Bishop f4. Okay, so let's start pushing probably. Where is the compensation? White is pawn up, and I guess I'm gonna play b5 next with quite a strong attack actually on the black king. Not sure. Should I play like rook b1 or should I play b5? Not sure. What's the best? I guess both is possible, but this is looking nice because it's so hard to imagine that black is gonna survive with such an open king. Okay, so black doesn't even considering, but d4, no, d5. Can I mate just with rook b1, queen e6, and rook b5, take queen to b5? I think it's just a mate, yeah, this is a mate. So rook b1, rook b5 is looking powerful. Actually queen c6, I missed queen c6, okay, it doesn't matter. So I wanted to take and then to play like queen to b5, but okay, this is I'm playing so bad because I should have just played d5 and over there is as well like knight h4 check. This was really stupid what I did. So okay, let's go king f2 not to get mated. Still, position of white should be not bad, but of course I could have won the game long time ago. Now at least let's try to do something with d5 and c5. So probably I have to play like d5 and c5 next in case I'm in time. Let's see if I am. I should be, I think, because or should I take even first on h4 just to get the rook to the bad square? Yeah, maybe I should take, or maybe I should go like knight d4, knight c6. Yeah, many good moves actually. Okay, somehow I feel like playing knight to d4 because to get knight to c6 is usually huge. Still, it's not a mate, so it should be very close to mate. Okay, let's give a check with a knight on c6. Cannot be a bad play. Next should be like c5. Can I take it and win the game? Not yet, so let's take knight takes. Because a little dangerous here. How can I win the position? It looks so good, but I don't see a win. And this is weird. Okay, let's go back. Let's just go back. I could not find the win. Now black is eventually getting some counterplay. So c5. No, knight f3 is coming. Knight f3 is coming. This was such a disaster. I really had a completely winning position, and now it's not good. Yeah, of course, but such a winning game. Oh, this is horrible. Such a winning game. To lose it is unbelievable. Basically, it was just resignation. And now I'm completely lost. This is really bad. What a bad play. So, any chances for some tricks? Probably not. At least maybe something, but it's so much lost. To lose this position, yeah, this is just too bad. So resignation. But I mean, such an overwhelming advantage. Okay, the guy of course played a5. What a move! There's no way that you should defend with a move like moves like a5. It's just giving me a pawn, plus the pawn is as well supporting the attack. So d4, let's say, just do a normal move like d5 and resignation. It's like completely lost for black. Rook b1, because I thought that I can take rook takes a5 and then to play like queen to b5. There is a mate, but I forgot about knight h4. Okay, what to do? Doesn't matter. So let's go back and let's start a new game. This loss was, yeah, what to say. 2 pawns up plus a mating attack should be usually enough to win the game, but not this time. Let's play the rouser. So we have the rouser Sicilian h4. What's the point of that? Bishop d7, a rook on c8. Yeah, this is like, whew. Very, very strange play by white. Hard to understand even slightly what's the point of it. g6. Because the bishop can get out over e6 or e5 move. For example, bishop on g5. I might be able to play like queen a5. Even this position is like completely fine for black. Bishop is under attack, so most probably he's going to take on f6. I'm gonna take back. And yeah, maybe it's a big fight, or because h6 is just so badly placed. For example, there's a trick now with knight takes e4, I'm winning, but as well knight takes d4, I'm winning. So I don't really understand what my opponent has missed, because both moves are winning. So let's take knight takes d4. I just think it doesn't really matter, and we take the bishop on g5. So this was strange, yeah. Okay, next game. Next game, let's start with the move knight f3. So we played e4 most of our games, so let's go knight f3, bishop g2, or usually this opening is called reti. It's like King's Indian, but reversed. So, oh, wrong piece. I grabbed the wrong piece, knight d2, and then we want to play the move e4 next, so we play the move e4 and knight to e5. There are many different setups for white, but just knight e5 setup is quite tricky. a5, interesting. Okay, let's go king h1 and a3, just to be sure there is no a3 coming, and slowly we're gonna play like g4 g5. I mean, g4 g5 is quite a fast play, but this is what we want to do next. Let's see. Knight to d7, pretty normal, so I can take it. And in case of queen takes e5, in case of knight takes, the knight is not perfectly placed, so we can do something like g4 is possible, or just queen e2, just to put the queen to a better square. Very, very normal position. Of course, I don't think that white is having some advantage here, but it's a position that is quite normal for both colors. So take. We try to keep the bishop bad and not afraid of knight c4. Why is he not afraid of knight c4? Actually, no idea. Queen a6, but is it so great to have the queen on e6? Maybe we should push like f5 or slow play like knight f3. I don't know. Okay, because we play blitz chess, so I have to play something. Let's go knight f3. Can I go bishop e3? No, I cannot. So let's go knight e5, maybe f5 next. Let's see what happens. Queen a6. Actually, good play by black to try to get an endgame is the right strategy. Let's play c4. I don't like moves like c4. I just could not see how else I avoid the endgame. So Endgame is good for black, so I should not play the endgame. Rook d8, yeah. Actually playing very well. I don't know who it is with black, but good play so far by black. Now after f5, I'm hoping to get like f6 somewhere, but let's see. Bishop f6, knight to g4, I guess, because I should try to get the bishop. Queen on a6 is out of the game. I think black should have played knight to b3, because now I should be able to sacrifice. I guess just, yeah, this is looking good, I think. Or should I take? It's also looking good. Both. f6. What happens after f6? Not sure. So let's take, because I think it's... I don't see how black can escape here. There is queen g4 coming, plus f6. Maybe there is a defense. I just don't see it. Bishop f6. Not a bad move again. I think a very good play actually by my opponent. Just I believe that I should be able to win here. If I... Ah no, this was bad. I missed the move f6. I missed completely that he has a move f6. Okay, so again a blunder by me, and yes, this is starting to look strange. Okay, let's go rook to d1. At least maybe there is some tricks that I can use. Knight f2. Actually, he tricks me. He tricks me, and yes, I'm gonna lose again. Again, good position. I had a good position, and tactically, pretty bad play by me. Pretty bad tactical play, what to say. So, can I fight here? I think very difficult. Very difficult to fight, because it just completely lost. Just a rook down. Still little time, so maybe there's a chance for a trick, but usually I'm just getting tricked, so let's see. Rook to d7, very safe play again, and I don't know, rook f4. I'm really not sure how to get even the slightest chance here, because there's nothing that I can threat. This is a problem. I would like to attack something, just I don't know what to attack. Okay, king here. So, not yet made it. Oh, the queen is queen defends the rook on f8. Of course, I didn't see that as well. Yeah, I see nothing. Okay, we have to somehow, I don't know, here, how to fight here. Very difficult to fight in this position, but maybe we might get lucky. Are we lucky? Lucky? Maybe. 1 second. Yes, very, very lucky. Completely lost, obviously. Very, very lucky to win on time. This was a bad game, but I think I had such a nice position here after the move knight to g4, because queen is completely out of the game. So usually when queen is out of the game, we should be able to push like moves like f6, or maybe to sacrifice bishop h6, knight h6. It must be good for white, but I completely missed this bishop f6. Strong defense by black. And yes, now I guess still white is having a decent position. Maybe something like rook a d1 actually. Even to take on f8 should be maybe slightly better for white. And yeah, I missed again, because I thought the bishop has to go somewhere, and I have this f6 idea next, but yeah, just take f6, and white is last, yeah. Okay, a bit of luck. A bit of luck. Yes, what a nightmare. Okay, I guess for the people who play online a lot, they win a lot, they lose a lot, so this is all very, very normal. I haven't been playing online for so long. I played, I think, in the year, like 5 years ago, and since then I played, I think, no online games. So now I have to discover once again the mouse, because now I'm so slow. Plus all the small tactical tricks, I don't see them. I need to get much faster. So online game is very different, I guess, from everything else. Can I play the move b5? Probably not, but maybe yes. How to know that as well? e5 is very interesting. Actually, I might be able to catch the knight, but okay, too complex for me. So I go knight h5, just defending the pawn on d4 as well. e5 coming next, c5. Okay, this is possible, but I'm not so sure actually that this is a good move. But okay, let's go with the next eventually. Okay, white doesn't play knight to b6. I think this was almost a must to play knight to b6. Let's play safe, queen e7. Maybe next is like, can I take it? Or white wants to win exchange, but I don't know. Should I do it? Should I not? Okay, let's play safe. Knight c5 was, I think, bishop h3 eventually. Yes, I could not have taken, so probably it's better to put the knight on d5, take, knight b6. To sacrifice exchange is, I think, possible, because obviously he wants to take on d5 and then to play knight to b6, but I think that should be okay for black, because I have bishop h3 in the end. Yes, this is what we have. Obviously, yes, we could predict that. And bishop h3, I think he has missed the move bishop h3. So, in my opinion, black should have very decent play. Should I win the exchange back? Then position is approximately equal, or sacrifice? I don't know. Let's win the exchange back. I think white has to take it because there is nothing else. Yeah, so we take the knight, and c6, not 100% sure, because I have the move a4 coming next. Rook on a8 is very good piece. There's rook c8 coming. This was the plan, but I have the move a3 now, I guess. Yes, because a bishop on a1. Actually funny, huh? It's like white is playing without the bishop. Quite funny. And should I play for fun the move queen f8? Of course, bishop f8 is winning here, because I get queen before next. But just for fun, because I have never seen a bishop like that. It's so funny. Bishop c1. No, I missed bishop c1. I did not see bishop c1. So bad. This was bad. I swear I thought only about bishop a1. No idea. This was bad. Okay, so take. And let's go f5, not to let the white pieces out. Interesting. e4. Okay, so is it good to play e4? I can go like king here first, and in case of ed, there is king e7, king to d6. Black is not worse, but probably this is just a draw. This should be just a draw as well. I could have taken, it would be a draw, but okay, there's little trick. How can I avoid this trick? Like this maybe, just to go back with the bishop. Bishop c3 or bishop d6? Let's go bishop d6. Let's hope we are in time to get the king to c5. d4, e4. So yes, I saw that, but I think I can play the move king to d7. Next is, let's say, bishop on b4. I have again no time. Oh, I didn't pay attention at all to the time I have. This was probably, I'm just gonna lose on time. Let's see if I can survive that. Ah, no, I should not play e3. Yeah, I cannot. No, but I didn't pay attention at all to the time. This was bad. This was very, very bad. To lose this position. I should have played f4 now, but okay. Already no time at all. Repetition of it. Yeah, it's repetition. Very lucky. I think you could have won it so easily here. But of course, this was horrible. I completely missed the move bishop c1 because yeah, he had the queen on c1 and thought it's a must to go to a1. Yeah, this is funny blunder because of course I should just play bishop f8 here. Bishop on c1, bishop h6 might be a threat, yeah. So not so easy. All right, this position is of course completely equal. f5, e4, so king f7 probably not the best, yeah. I should have just taken and it is a draw. Okay, all in all, bad play, yeah. It was not a great game. Not so good. Not so good. Next one. I have to improve. This is not going well. So e4, I think I'm playing the same guys that I just recently played. Let's see. Knight f3 and h3. So this is theory. White is doing a little bit better here. I think I can just take, no? Yeah, just take. Bishop d3 or bishop c4. I don't know what's better. Let's play bishop c4. Castle, castle. White is just doing slightly better. Very, very slightly. It's not a big advantage or something. Very, very slightly better. a5, a4. All is pretty normal. Knight goes to d5 as well. This is pretty normal. Now rook e1. I should be able to play somewhere the move c4. Just I need to wait for a good moment. Is it now the moment to play c4? Maybe. Let's see. Because the bishop has no squares to go. So knight e7. Can I win something? I don't think I can. So let's go bishop c3. Next is queen d2, and eventually the a5 pawn is hanging, plus the move d5 should be very dangerous in the right moment. I have to be careful, but maybe it's time to actually play the move d5. Could I have played d5 before? No, I don't think so. Sacrificing, all right, but why is it good for black to give a piece? I think this is a wrong decision to play bishop takes h3. Maybe for internet blitz it's okay, but objectively speaking this is bad. A rook e3 or queen f4, knight h2 as well. Then he has like bishop h6 move, so some tricks. How to win this position? Not so easy, yeah, because it looks like it should be completely winning, but actually not so simple. I don't see a straight win, yeah, so okay, let's go knight h2 because it feels like it should be winning, but I don't see a straight win. So bishop h6. I thought that I can go like f4 in case of check. I just give away. I just give the pawn, so it doesn't really matter knight f5 or not. So I just want to give away the f4 pawn because it should be completely winning endgame. Just to be sure that I'm winning. So can I go like knight f3 or knight g4? Both is looking very good, but I have to be careful with this with all the tricks. In case I manage to be careful enough, then it should be a winning position. Just bishop d2, is it working? Maybe. Knight to e3, yeah? Maybe knight e3 is not so easy. Okay, so somehow he did not like it. Alright, so c5 to activate the bishop is probably a must. And to be careful where to put the bishop actually. Where should I put the bishop best? Okay, let's put it here because it defends a bit the king side. But not so easy, yeah. Not so easy. Not a great play by me. Not a great play at all. I don't see how to get even better here. Knight e3 is coming. Yeah, this was bad play again. Such a winning position, and I guess probably it's not better for white at the moment, so yeah, poor play. Poor play, what to say? There is nothing else to say. Just a piece up for nothing, and I guess I cannot do more than just a draw here, so have to repeat the moves. Yeah, this is a really bad play. Maybe there is something for black, but I think no, just a draw. Yes, this was horrible, of course. This was horrible. Such a winning position. All I need to do is just to find a good move to defend the knight on f3, but as this was really bad. Still, probably I'm winning here, but maybe actually I'm winning in one move. Yeah, could have played like queen g4 and just resignation. Okay, this is not so good. Yeah, queen g4 just over. Just over in one move with queen g4. Bad play. Okay, let's go with the next one. Let's see what happens. Now we play candidate master 2623. Let's go f5, e4, knight g1 back. How can this be good? Just giving 2 tempos to black for nothing. Okay, so we are saying thank you. h4. h4. All right, let's go c5, just because usually c5 is not the best, but I think we are so many tempos up that it should be good already. It's like black is actually white. Pawn on h6 is useful, but not in an endgame, so I believe that position of black is nice here. Just we need to think how to stop this knight to g5 next. I can go knight g4 or bishop e6, bishop f7, also very solid. Yeah, let's do that because it's just so solid. So knight g5 is sort of forced. I can go queen c8 as well, but maybe just a simple bishop f7 in case knight takes. In an endgame, the pawn h6 is going to fall. The pawn is weak, so I think it gives excellent chances to black. In my opinion, black should be doing a little better here. Queen b3 makes sense because endgames are not too well for white, so simple queen b6. Endgame or no endgame? Let's see what white decides. Knight to d5. All right, so let's take, no? Why knight to d5? Little strange, because I can just go slowly, or I can take knight b4, bishop c4, but this is just good for black, so why not to do that? Knight to b4, so we have 2 ideas. In case of bishop c4, I might play the move b5, d6 first. Okay, but what can we do after the move d6? Of course, I have missed the move d6. Okay, we can play like knight to c2, but not the best. Not the best. Bishop d8 or bishop f6, I think. Oh, but it's this is gonna be like perpetual, or no, not yet. So okay, let's play bishop f6. Also, bishop d8 was looking nice because I golden king f6, so both is looking quite good for black. Yes, no perpetual, obviously. We were playing for a win. b2 is hanging, g5 is eventually a threat. Not afraid of that. Why he's not afraid? Okay, let's take. And I think pawn up, no? It's a pawn up position for black. a6 probably. I don't know if I should do a6. I have to be a little careful here because just the next moves. Okay, let's play a6. Yes, it's looking nice because the bishop has to go to c4 and king d7 just to prevent all tricks. There is b5 coming next. I guess the position of black is just winning now. f3. Nice, nice fighting spirit by white. Okay, let's take it. Because why not to take it? And let's go like rook e8. Feels safe. Now we have this idea of bishop f6, g5, pressure on e3. And as well b5 in the right moment. Here we go, so bishop d5 immediately. Okay, let's take it. And maybe something simple like b6, a5, just good positional. Again, I have no time. I didn't pay attention to the time, so now not so easy because we have no time. Completely winning, but just no time. So the only thing is to worry about is, of course, the time in this position, because obviously it's just game over. There is a3, a2, and that's it. And bishop is hanging. Yes, I take it. Give a check. And I take it. Okay, just in time. Just in time. But yeah, this was on the limit because talking too much, so playing way too slow. Next game, GM this time. So we're playing a GM. Hard to say who it is. I think I did not see his name. So at least we play a GM. This is nice. Short castle, knight to d4. Interesting. Can I take the pawn? Because why not to take the pawn in case I can? And what we do? Bishop c4 is looking quite nice because knight f7 eventually somewhere should as well give some advantage to white. Actually, bishop c4 maybe it's a bad move. Why I didn't play knight to d3? Yeah, this was not great, not great. Why I didn't play knight to d3? Let's go back now. There's bishop g4 and let's go back. So okay, sometimes when you make a mistake, the best thing you can do is pretend that things are fine. So this is what I do. I just pretend that things are fine. And indeed, the position of white should be better because just white is having a healthy pawn up. In case of taking on e4, I think we can take with a knight. There are no tricks. h3 should be useful. Let's see if the bishop goes h5. Yeah, bishop goes to h5. Can we go like e5 now? What is a trick for black? Or g4, e5, something like that. Okay, let's go. Let's go g4. And I believe I should be able to play the move e5 because I don't see why not. There is d4 coming next, and currently we're still solid on the pin. It looks nice. It looks very, very nice for white. And this time, actually, I have a little bit more time than my opponent. So usually time is a big factor, obviously, and time-wise, I'm doing very badly. So I have to play much, much faster. And with that, I mean like way much faster. Can I go like knight e4 and take it with a pawn? There's a trick, or Do I win the game? Ah, there is no trick. So, white is winning. Now I can go like bishop h4, I think. Just to take, no? Why not to take it? And e5 is looking good. Ah no, queen f6. Again I blunder something. This is horrible, blundering all the time. This is horrible. How to blunder something all the time. Just luckily I still should be doing better here, but of course, what a blunder. Just horrible. This was really bad. But okay, quite lucky. I don't see how he is okay, so still better position for white. Queen f4. Okay, so let's go like with a safe move, queen to d3 and rook e4, so we might be able to catch the queen after rook to e4. Is there escape for black now? h5, okay, rook e4. Maybe let's just take it because there's rook to g4 next. Should we take all the pawns, or yeah, why not to take all the pawns? King h1 just to be safe. The rook will go to g1 next, or maybe queen f5. Queen f5 is looking solid. Rook g4 just to be solid, because I'm blundering so much, so I have to play very solid chess. Rook to g1 coming next eventually. Position of white should be easily winning. Yes, just a resignation. So yes, of course, what a blunder. I did it once again. e5, just horrible move, e5. I completely missed queen f6. I thought e5 and everything is protected, and yes. So quite lucky that after rook e1 still the position of white is much better. Pawns are equal, but knight is much better than the bishop. The black king is weak on g8, and yes, this is still looking better for white. Good, let's go with the next game. And again, in case you like my commentaries, please subscribe. It would help the channel a lot. We started the channel just recently with Georgi, and there have been a couple of times where we've been making the channel just for ourselves, basically. So yes, please subscribe, like, etc. The usual stuff for YouTube, in case, of course, you enjoy the content. So blitz 3-0 against 2-4-63. Should we play the move d5? Should we play the move c5? Should we play the move a5? Don't know. Let's go a5. But all of these options could be considered. So now c5, maybe c5. I don't know. Hard to say. Maybe d5. Okay, just to close the bishop, because the bishop sometimes gets so powerful. A little win of a tempo, and c5. Let's go. So c5 is usually the right approach for black. Bishop takes or knight takes. I don't know. Both is looking fine. Maybe we're lucky to get this a5 knight to get to b3. Bishop d3. Maybe rook c8, because hard to imagine that white is in time to take on e4. Very difficult. Yes, probably white is not, and as well my opponent, he doesn't do that. Now solid move like knight e7, but I would like to get the knight to some more active position. What should we play here? I think we can gamble a little bit with a move like knight to g5. Usually not a great move like knight g5, but maybe it's a gamble worth trying, because there is a powerful bishop on b7 as well. The rook is standing against the queen c2, so little dangerous. I want to go d takes c4. Oh, he lets me play knight takes d4. Why he lets me play that? Is there a trick? I don't see the trick. As well, knight e5 is looking good, so what I think this is looking very good to take on d4. I don't see what happens next. Okay, let's take. And let's take again, no? Why not to take the pawn? Or should I take it with the queen? Okay, we have to rush, we have to rush, we have to play much faster. Talking way too much. Bishop b3, queen is under attack, and is there a place to go for the queen actually? Ah, queen has no squares to go. Nice. This is nice because probably the queen cannot be protected. Obviously it cannot be protected because there is no square to go for the queen. We have this knight f3 check coming next. Okay, a bit lucky on that. And queen c5 is looking winning, I think. Yes, I think we have this check coming. But actually maybe I should have just taken and win the endgame, but okay, this should be good enough as well. Let's see where the queen can go. No, nowhere, so my opponent just resigns. Okay, I think it was a gamble, this knight g5 move, because usually moves like knight to g5 are not the best. But this time I tried knight g5 because I think the rook on c8 is very well placed. There is bishop takes h7, but I just go back king h8 and I continue with the pressure on g2. So usually knight g5 not the best, but maybe an interesting try. So let me read the comment. No, nothing, no, not so many questions. Sir, how do you consider when to go for pawn break and when not to go? It's a hard question, so it depends on position. I guess every position is a bit different because chess is a tactical game, so we have to see it precisely. Generally speaking, usually a knight is better in close positions and bishop is stronger when the position is open, so depends what kind of circumstances you have after the pawn break. Hard to say like that. Alright, next game. And in case you have more questions, please write the questions in the chat. Don't be shy. I try to answer your questions. So if there is something you want to ask me, please do it. Today I'm playing Blitz, and tomorrow probably with Georgi together we're gonna do some endgames. So for those of you who enjoy endgames and for those of you who have a little bit of time, tomorrow same time like now, Georgi and me, we're gonna do some endgames. I hope there are a few of you who do like endgames, so join us. So we have Sicilian knight, this bishop b5 line. Actually it's very difficult to talk and play same time. Sometimes I want to think about the movement and I have to say something so I feel strange. Alright, we have this typical Sicilian positions. Actually knight takes c6, usually this is not what white should play. Queen g4 is pretty normal. Now I can try to play e5 to get like a funny position, but I think there is no reason for that. g6 looks very solid. h5 is next. Yes, h5 is next. We have to do something with the bishop on c8, so bishop usually goes to b7, or as well c5 followed by bishop d7. Perfectly okay, but let's go maybe with the move b5. I don't believe that white can take the pawn on c6. This is not dangerous. Oh, this is a bad move. White should not take the pawn on c6. Now all the black pieces are perfectly coming to the game. Bishop c6 coming next. Also b4 looks to be very strong, but why not to play like maybe b4 first, not to get the knight to e4. Yeah, so let's go b4 first. Knight e2 is sort of must, and the knight on e2 is going to going to have quite a poor position. Bishop c6, very, very powerful. Queen d5 coming next. I guess you have the feeling that the black pieces are just very, very active. I don't know if I should try something tactical or just a calm move like bishop b7, bishop c5 coming next. Pressure on this c file as well. So white has to be careful in these positions. Black is out of risk. What happens if I play now bishop c5? Is there something I'm missing? I don't know. Let's play, because there is c3 of course, but black should not care much about it because we have this queen d5 move, and now I can take and try to win the endgame. Actually, there is no endgame. Queen g3. Now we have the move h4. Queen g3. I don't like the move queen g3. Why to allow black to play now? Knight rook h5 as well is an idea, but I think I should be capable of doing something more than that. Just I don't see how I can get more than that. Yeah, I don't see a win, so let's go rook h5. e5 is hanging as well. Somewhere the idea g5 g4 might be working. I wanted first to take, and I've been looking for a win, but I just could not find it. He provokes me into playing g5. Why he does it? Okay, I have to play faster once again. So let's play faster. How can I play faster here? Okay, let's take, because just so little time for black once again. I'm playing way too slow, so position is very nice, but very, very slow play by me. I have to play now way faster. Let's just take all the pawns. Maybe queen f5 just to play the endgame. I think usually black should not go for the endgame, just to have so little time on the clock. That's why I go for the endgame. Rook d5 coming next in case it's possible. I just need to be a little careful here so white is not getting any counterplay. So let's put the rook to d5. This endgame is a very difficult endgame for white. a2 is hanging, rook to c2 is coming next. Very, very difficult endgame. Of course, a5, there are gonna be no changes. And rook to c2 coming next. So it should be winning endgame for black. Rook c1, alright, but the idea is to play bishop g5, yes. Of course I have missed this, but still the chances to win this endgame are pretty decent. Let's go like that. And let's see what white wants to do. King d5 next. King d5, and then we go bishop f1, trying to win the pawns. So pawn on g2 or h2 is falling. King on c4. Oh, I did again a mistake. This was really bad once again. I just gave him a pawn. Okay. Yes, this was horrible. This was horrible. So he doesn't want to draw or what? This was really, really bad. I mean, to win such a position, completely winning. But I should play way faster when I have little time. I just cannot play. So yes, at some moment there's just this position. Play e5, and this is resignation. Just e5 over, because king a6, king f5, and then I have the a pawn plus here another pawn, so it's just complete game over here. Okay, not a good play, but I should talk less and play more. Too little time on the clock. With little time, it's so hard for me to play. I'm still not used to play online. I need to get used to that a little bit. Okay, so we have the 4 knights. Before we've been playing the Spanish, now we play the 4 knights. We're playing against an international master. Knight to d4 is one of the main moves. So bishop c4, All is pretty normal. Let's see what black is going to play next. d6 after a long thinking, d6. This is as well still theory. I remember very many years ago I had a game here against the chess legend Bielowski, and I think I managed to win with white. I don't remember exactly, but I think so. b5 is dangerous to play b5 because now a4 is coming. Bishop e6 is possible, but after b5 black doesn't really want to take on b3 because there is a takes b3 and the a file is open. So b5 move, I'm not a fan of it. Now f4 f5 is coming, and black will need to decide what to do after the move f5. Bishop b3, so now also pressure on the a file. This is a bad position already for black. As well, queen here is doing badly, so I don't know if I should go like queen g4 or even g4 somewhere. So maybe, I don't know, so many good options. So how do we try to win here? Okay, maybe queen g4 is not a bad move because he wants just to go for an endgame. Okay, so it's not a must to play an endgame, obviously, for white, but why not to play an endgame? Bishop d6 is hanging, next move is rook a2 followed by rook a1. So it's a very, very nasty endgame for black. Actually, I don't know how he's gonna defend the a5 pawn currently. There is just rook a1 next. It's gonna be very difficult to defend the a pawn. So okay, let me play rook a1 and yes, okay, but this is not a defense. This is not a defense. This is just a part-time defense. I have this move, or I can also take and play like rook a8. Both is looking winning. I don't know what is better. Hard to say, but okay, let's go bishop on c1 just to be sure, but as well take and rook a8 I thought is just winning. On the other hand, why not bishop c1 just to defend? A desperate try to do something. Okay, let's take the pawn. d3. Let's take it and let's play the simple bishop f4. So the rook has to move somewhere, and then we go like rook a8 or rook c4. The game is basically won by white, but again we are playing blitz, so everything is possible. Everything is possible. Rook b2? Really? This is possible? I'm gonna play bishop on d8. Wow. This is not winning for white. How is it? This is not a win. Maybe this should do the job, I guess. Because there is never a perpetual check or something, so the bishop on d8 usually hard to survive. Here we have the check, so not dangerous. Let's go like maybe h4 just to have the king h2 somewhere. Next move might be, I don't know, maybe. Cannot win here. Whoa, how is it? Okay, let's go like bishop g5 because should be completely winning, but rook c8 now followed by rook to a8 I guess, or rook a7, and I guess he had this option, of course I didn't see that. Maybe let's go f6, let's do something crazy. Maybe I should have taken and just win the game, yeah. Sometimes I'm taking bad decisions, so I'm not very good in this. So still no moves for blacks. All I need to do is to play rook c8. Okay. Ah, yes, this was bad. What is that? Here? Is it not just... Oh, I won on time. Queen f3. That's funny because I have so little time on the clock. Just 0 0 0 0 32. Amazing. This was the best move that I did in this game actually. Queen takes f3 in the end, but obviously I'm so slow, so slow, because how could I get here? Black cannot move at all. And yeah, so lucky in the end. So lucky in the end. Okay, let's have a rematch because I don't know who it is, but one rematch. He asked for a rematch, so let's play it. Knight f6, c4, g6. So King's Indian day today. Bishop e2, short castle, h4. Again, we have online a lot of players playing this h4. Seems to be very fashionable. And I just stop it with the move h5. Usually h5 is not the best, so again, this is just to stop h5, because I think online, to defend online is quite difficult. So I prefer to play the move h5. Now d4 pawn is under attack as well. Knight g4, we can put extra pressure on the pawn on d4, so I think it's good for King's Indian. Everyone who plays King's Indian knows that usually the positions, objectively speaking, in King's Indian, most of the positions, let's say softer, are not so great, so once we see that we have a fight, it's already a big achievement for a King's Indian player. In any case, here we have this knight to d4, so black is, in my opinion, doing well. Very good knight as well here. So let's play King's Indian style, so c5, typical idea for King's Indian. Now we're gonna play like a6 followed by b5. White is not afraid. Okay, he wants to get back to c1, but at the moment f2 pawn is hanging. White cannot do it. b5 coming next. And in case I manage to get b5, then the b line is getting opened, and black is going to have a very nice attack on the b file. Rook f1. It all looks pretty solid what my opponent is doing, but just it's too late. When you're playing King's Indian, there is no time to waste. So now it feels like black actually has an excellent position. Knight is getting back to d7, b6 to put even more pressure on the b file. Position of black is very good. g4, it's more a desperation attempt because there's no mate, so I can take it, or I can go like rook b4, or I can do nothing. All the cases are pretty good for black, so let's just attack with rook b4, and maybe something like queen to b6 and c4. The next rook is getting to b8, so it's all we got. We throw in the attack just all we have. Maybe then a5, a4, a3, just for fun, to have like really all the pieces except the bishop on g7, but this is our defender. We have just one defender on g7, so let's keep the defender where it stays. Rook b8 next, c4 as well. Many good options for black. I guess for a King's Indian player, this is a dream position. A5, A4, coming next, and then we're gonna sacrifice something. White is in trouble. White is in trouble. Hard to find a plan for white. Also, this game we're doing very well time-wise. What is this? We just take a piece. He gave us a piece. Why he gave us a piece? I don't understand that. Okay, just a piece up. So this is something extremely strange. Don't understand that. Okay, I can go like c4 or doesn't really matter. Take d5 next. Doesn't change much. So objectively speaking, the game is done. There is not much that white can do. This piece sacrifice has been very strange. I don't understand exactly the sense of it, because hard to do something. Knight e7 check. Okay, king h7 and c3. Okay, c2 coming next, or rook takes b2. f4. There is a little hope for white, maybe still to do something, just it's hard to see what white actually can do. There's eventually f5 coming, but I don't know. There are so many options now to end the game. I think just c2 is looking good, and just to take it. Then the next knight is coming to b5, and we have this knight a3 coming next. So knight d4 even maybe more simple. Queen g2. Let's activate the bishop from g7. And yes, we have so many different winning options. My opponent resigns. So okay, we played two games against Felin 21. I think that's enough against the same opponent. Let's play somebody else. Next 3-minute game is coming. A lot of messages in the chat. So let me play one game and then I'm gonna read the chat, because like this I'm not able talk, read chat and play. This is a real streamer should be able to do that. I am not on that level yet. Okay, let's play the very calm opening with a short castle. Objectively, black is doing absolutely fine. We hope to get this a5. Next move, g6. Okay, now e5. This is usually the idea that white is hoping for, to get like a very small edge. Queen of 3, maybe. The b7 pawn is hanging. Let's see how black is going to defend against it. Is there a d4 push? I think not yet, so we're going to take on d7. Probably, yes, and a5. So this is a key idea of white, to have the pawn on a5 and just to play d3. So we have slightly better structure and we just play. So very solid for both. Bishop d2. It will be good to have the bishop to protect endgame. Alright, why not? Rook e1. Now we need to think. I guess rook a3, rook b3 is looking decent. b7 might be a weakness. Again, this is a play for a very small advantage. Rook b3 is looking okay, because not so easy to defend the pawn. Can I go like bishop f4? There's e5, but or knight e4 as well, knight to b5. So probably bishop f4. Let's hope that there is a chance of getting slightly better play for white. Maybe actually there's not, but I hope to get this rook b6. I just don't know if this is working or not. Maybe just a bad move. Not sure. Hard to say. Very hard to say if this is working or actually it's just a mistake. Rook to b6. Let's see. So e5, bishop g5, bishop e3, both is looking possible. I don't know what is better. Maybe bishop e3 because we have this bishop c5 option, or rook d1 option now. Maybe just to take. No, let's take. Because we have a good pawn on b6. There is knight to d5 coming as well. Very interesting position. Maybe king f1 first to get the king on e2 and then to play rook to c1. We have to be careful that f5, I don't like the move f5 by my opponent. This is looking strange because f5, it doesn't help much, to be honest. And rook on c8, yes, this is a good move. Now b4, does it work? Does it work to play the move b4? Strange move, to be honest. I don't like the move b4, but okay, let's do it because no time. And bishop c5. Very, very strange game. Rook to d1. Can I play rook to d1? I think I should be able. It looks like I'm doing something very stupid. It doesn't look like I should be doing that, but okay. So, yes, rook e1, yeah. Now white is completely lost. This was bad. This was really, really bad. Why did I do that? Yeah, hopeless. What a poor play. Okay, we have to resign because basically there is no hope. After take, I cannot move, so I can do nothing. But before, such a nice position for white. So this endgame is just slightly better for white. Also knight e8, I really don't like the move knight to e8. Maybe I could have gone like knight e4 or something. And here, yes, rook b6, some strange position. I just didn't want to make a draw here. Okay, rook d8, also very strange. Why not to get like rook to c8? And f5 is a bad move, so yeah, this is black should never play f5 in these positions. This is quite bad. White should be doing fine now, but yeah, just a bad play by me. And yeah, this is maybe just lost. I blundered that he has this rook e8, rook e1, and yes, I can do just nothing. Yeah, bad play, bad play. So what we have here, not good enough to be a GM. I don't know, depends for who, I guess. To be a GM is not so bad. I think in chess it's difficult to get more than that. So GM title is a good start. Let's play another game. So this time 2-5-48 is the strength of our opponent, and I think let's play 3 more games and that's it. Because I've been playing already now for 2 hours and it's late. It's late my time's a little tired. 3 more games. So this is game number 1. Let me try to play way faster than what I usually do. Let's see what happens. So, because usually just every game I'm in this horrible time pressure. Actually, I don't like these time pressures. They make some kind of bad feeling when you are under time pressure, so I will try to play now faster. Okay, I don't know what exactly is the plan of white, but I don't know, just play, just take. I should usually not take the bishop on b5, this is not the best. Still, it's completely fine because we have this bishop f6. Oh, he takes, white should not take it. This was not so good by my opponent. queen f6, just rook d8, not to give d4, knight d6 coming next. I think white has to be careful here. The idea is to play a5, but obviously we don't give a white this idea. So black is doing better. Rook d8, some pressure. We should play knight to c6 in a good moment, so I have all time in the world. Let me put like pawn to h4. So a little bit of positional play. Rook to d6. Again, there is no rush at all. Rook to d6. I'm gonna play knight c6, but I'm gonna play it in a good moment. So let's play queen e5, because let's get ready for the move f5 at some moment. Okay, and now knight c6, or okay, let's go. Knight c6. Finally, we waited for so long to get the knight c6 idea. Is there a rush? No, there is no rush. So let's go back to waiting. Queen f6, because maybe knight e5 followed by g5. But let's see. Let's see. There is absolutely no rush for black. We have the option of knight b4. Is it now the moment to push knight to? I don't think so. So, or maybe it is. Maybe it is, or maybe it is not. I don't know. Let's go like rook to d7, just a random move, because we have this queen d8 idea somewhere. I guess knight b4, because I hope he's gonna play d4. This is gonna be, after d4, it's gonna be much easier to win the game for black. Yes, he's going to play d4, so I have this a5 fixing the knight on b4, and now it should be not so good for white. Just I should be able to win the pawn. And just how can I win the pawn? I cannot win the pawn. This is strange. Queen f5, does it win the pawn? Or yeah, maybe. I don't know. I just don't know. Okay, let's play queen f5. No, I don't like it, so let's go like rook d8. Why I cannot find how to win the pawn? This is so weird. I just don't see how to win the pawn. Okay, let's go queen g5 just to put some pressure. And I have this move knight c6 as well. Just I need to find the moment for the move knight to c6. If I do it in the wrong moment, yes, e5. I completely missed it. Rook d7, maybe. Is it the moment to play? No, it's not. So queen f4. Let's wait. Let's wait. And what can I do with that? Okay, let's go king g7 followed by f6. But of course I did so many mistakes. I mean, such a good position, and now it's just a very random fight. This was low quality of play. So take. Probably he's gonna take. Now I should get the knight to d4. Maybe I should have played knight to d3. Actually, why I didn't go knight to d3? This is not great play. This is not a very high level play. First I played a decent game, but now it's just bad. Now it's just a bad game. Can I manage to change something? Okay, I'm just doing some random jumps. Can I get to a2? To the pawn a4. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing something very stupid, I think. Now I have to go back with the knight as fast as I can. Can I catch the pawns? Yes, somehow. Very lucky. Very, very lucky to win this game because such a nice position I had before, and then what did I do? What did I do to my beautiful position? So this was all very, very nice for black. And okay, knight b4, another bad move, but d5. First I didn't think that this d5 move is possible, but yes it is. And I saw that I have this queen e5, but I blundered the f4 move. I completely missed it. I should have played before like g5, just to be sure that I'm doing so well on the dark squares. When there's a pawn chain, yeah, nice pawn chain we had, indeed. So g5 I should have done, then knight b4, knight to b4, and then a5. Should be a big advantage. So good game, but then I completely collapsed. I also missed this move e5, because of course it should never happen that white gets a chance to play e5. I could have gone like queen e5 for example, then g5. Still nice position for black. This is a domination on the dark squares, but yeah, what to do. But lucky in the end. Lucky in the end. This is what counts sometimes. I think it's better to play not so well, but just to win the game than reverse, because it feels so bad when you're playing a great game and then actually you lose it because of some blunder or something small that just goes bad. So okay, so I think in this opening usually white is having some small advantage in most of the cases because of the space. So white has some space advantage. We are playing the S-Juchs. Difficult to spell the name of our opponent. Let's see. b6 is pretty normal, but now we take and play knight to e5. And again, I should not forget that I have to play fast. This is for me the most important because these time troubles are horrible. So take. We have a nice pawn chain. White should be doing a little better here. Maybe not so much, but I should be doing a little bit better. Let's get the bishop to f4 because we will cover the b file. Actually, maybe I should have taken the bishop, but okay, I don't know. Let's take with a rook maybe, just to pretend that we want to try to attack. But actually, maybe now we want to try to attack, because before I thought no attack, but bishop d8 just feels a bit strange. So let's see. Bishop c7, no fear, because we have like bishop h6. Is it not very good for white? Or rook g5 as well? This is strange. I don't see a win. So let's go maybe rook to h5 just to irritate. Not okay, maybe let's go normal rook to g5. And this is not a win, yeah? Rook takes g7 is not winning. This is pity. So we have to take, or is there something? I don't see something else. Yes, this was not the best. A little bit bad luck here, of course, but still, this was not the best. Rook b8, very safe play, and okay, let's play rook e1 to bring the piece into the game, then h4, h5. Still, the knight might be better than the bishop, but not sure at all. Let's see how the game develops in case we get like h5. Okay, h5 is important. h6 would be very important. Rook b4. No fears of h6. This is strange. Okay, let's play it. And I guess I have like rook e3 now. What happens after rook to e3? I think rook takes e6 is coming next. And this should be it. because how to defend the pawn in case of e5? There is rook takes e5, so I don't think the e6 pawn can be defended. At least I don't see how. Rook c4, but I think I can just take it. Should be winning. I will take on f6 and too many pieces inside the attack as well. Rook e7 probably would have been enough to win the game, but why not take the pawn in case we can? And rook e8 is a mate now. So rook e8 followed by queen g7 was a mate. Actually, yes, at some moment I thought that something went wrong here because it felt like so many tricks. I have this bishop h6 move, g6 is forced, but maybe I should have played it, but I could not find. And then bishop f4. It's pity that let's make analyzing board. It's pity that I cannot take it because I thought I might be able to take. Queen f4, take, check, check. And in case we would have the rook here on e1, just rook e3, rook g3 would be a mate, but the rook is too far away. Or the pawn would be on a4, then rook a3, and then I will get the rook to g3 eventually, but like that it is just not working, so I have to play calm. Queen takes f4, f6, dangerous move f6, because now e6 is a little weak. I think black has to do something fast, because if black is not fast enough, then we see what happens. h4 is very good usually. And in most of the cases, black has to play h6. There is no way that black should allow white to play h6. So I guess h6 is the right approach. But white's position might be better because I can play, I don't know, queen g4. And then I have this knight e2, knight f4 maneuver. So a little bit tricky to play this position with black. I guess white is doing better. But not easy. Not easy, but black should never let white play h6, this is for sure. Okay, so we played so far 2 last games, and now we're gonna play the very last game. Again, thank you for watching. In case you can, please subscribe, tell your friends. Georgi and me, we're gonna stream now. We hope to stream every day, but let's see if this is possible to stream every day, but this is what we hope for. So I hope you enjoy watching us. Tomorrow we will do most probably a stream about some endgames. So for those of you who like endgames, maybe it will be an interesting topic. But yeah, endgames is not for everyone. So you have to see. Let me take with the king on d1. Very strange opening, by the way. What is this opening? So bishop b5, because it looks so strange, but seems to be a theory because my opponent plays so fast. Just I don't understand this theory. So the idea is to long castle, or what is the idea? I will just take on e4 because just for fun, because I don't understand the idea of black. Black is pawn down, there is some knight d4, but I don't think it works. And is it not possible just to take on c6? What happens here? What is that? I take the rook. I don't understand. Very strange play by my opponent, because I thought first it might be some opening tricky preparation for some online blitz games, but I don't think it is, because just exchange up for white, and I don't see that there is anything. I can play f3, for example, or I can go like bishop g5, bishop e3. In both cases, I think there's just nothing as well. I can do short castle, which is looking good. So I guess, yeah, this was like not really an opening preparation. So let me play the move f3 because it's so safe, protecting the knight on e4. Now I can go long castle. I cannot. Yeah, because I moved the king. I completely forgot that I have moved the king. Luckily, it's an online blitz, so I'm not allowed to do the long castle, because otherwise it would be a little funny to do it in a game Imagine over the board. It's not allowed to do that, and then you just play the long castle and you have moved the king. Actually, it did happen to a lot of players in the Berlin Wall. So for those of you who played the Berlin, I guess all of you know that, okay, sometimes we just forget that we have moved the king, and then it's so funny. Yeah, funny situation. All right, so it has been the last game for today from me. Thank you very much for watching. Again, I hope you enjoyed. Tomorrow end games in the evening. If I have a little bit of time during the day, I might comment on the World Cup, but so many people are commenting on the World Cup, so I don't know. Big choice of commentators, so let's see. What else? What else to say? There's not much more to say. Today we increased a little bit the rating, so currently I think we have a little bit more than 2600, 2618 to be precise. Still, I guess we should slowly climb towards 2700. Maybe we might be able even to go to 2800, but then I have to stop talking. I don't think I can talk and play simultaneously on a high level, because for me it's difficult. It's like I try to focus and then I talk and then the focus gone. That's it. That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Wish you all a great evening, and maybe till tomorrow. Bye.